Hello everybody, it's Steve. I've got a box in front of me. I went ahead and just took it out of the cardboard box. I figured just start with having the ship I'm discussing right here on the bed. This is the Orville, the title ship of the show of the same name, ECV-197. Bit about this ship. There's not a lot of canon info about the Orville so far, because I was looking online in kind of my prep work to do this video today, and don't even know the number of decks on this ship. There's a display console in the mess hall, I think, that's shown one time, that shows like 14 or 15 decks, which would make it about the size of Voyager. But also the decks are like lettered: A deck, B deck, C deck, etc., etc. This box does not want to come open. I'm gonna have to bend it a little bit. Whoopsies. No magazine, a little unfortunate. It might be because there isn't a lot of info on it. The Orville ran for 3 seasons, 2 on Fox, 1 on Hulu. It's very nebulous whether or not Orville's going to get a 4th season. Personally, I'm in the camp that the show ended fairly well. I like the ending of the last season. And here he is. We have a look at the ship itself. So yeah, Planetary Union, show created by Seth MacFarlane. I believe future Steve isn't even going to bother to correct me, because I'm giving him the day off. The show, MacFarlane had a real interest. 0847 AE, by the way, the plaque for this one. The Orville kind of came about because MacFarlane was interested in doing a Star Trek show, and Paramount, and I think maybe Rick Berman, told him no. So he said, fine, I'll go do my own sci-fi show. But pretty good design details on this one. Let me get in a little bit closer so you can see it. You got the notation right there, ECV-197 Orville. You also have a little styrofoam thing right here. There we go. Give it that. You get the bridge here up top. And again, it's hard to tell with the design of it how big the ship is, because I mean the rings back here, how the quantum drive is run, doesn't light up. I mean, there's probably somebody out there who does have like the rings that light up and all that stuff for it. But I like the design detail. I'm very I like this. I mean, even the seam on here, I mean, that was definitely going to be one of those things that has to be there, just with how this ship is assembled. I'm okay with that. This isn't actually like a glaring, like, oh, it's a big thing, it's misaligned. No, it's one of those known things that when you get a model like this, you're gonna have some stuff like that. But let's see if we can zoom in and get my camera to focus a little bit on that. A little bit, there we go. But I'm liking the detailed design on it. It's not perfect. I do see there's a couple of tiny imperfections, which my camera is having a real hard time focusing and getting. But I like the layout of it. I like how the ship looks. I don't think I'm going to get the other ships in the Orville collection. I think this is actually the last one I'm going to get from Eaglemoss / Master Replicas / Hero Collector. You got the torpedo tubes up front here. I like the design of it. I think this is going to be a nice way to kind of solidify and close out my collection for now. I know Fan Home is going to be taking over Star Trek ships here relatively soon, and if they do, and I decide to start collecting those, God help my bank account. Let's get this thing set up in the Fleet Museum. And a temporary spot here for the Orville to kind of give you an idea of the length of this ship. I mean, you got the Enterprise C next to it. I think the Enterprise C is about 9 inches long or so. The Prometheus, which is kind of being held in place by the Enterprise B, a little bit longer than that. But again, loving the design on this thing. I'm very, considering what the experience I had with the Prometheus, this is a very pleasant surprise. Eaglemoss, Master Replicas, Hero Collector, whomever was behind this one, put their best foot forward when they created the Orville design, because I really like it. I admit I would love to talk about the Orville more. I'm probably going to do a rewatch of it, just now that I've got the ship in my museum. I just finished another series and probably looking for something else to watch while I'm working, which is what I'm going to go back doing here in just a second, because I'm recording this during a very tiny break that I have during the day today. But I like the design of it. Fits in the cradle here with the quantum drive back like that. Can't get a good look underneath it, but I'm very happy with how it looks. Eventually I'll do a reorganization of the museum itself, put a lot of these ships in spots where they'll actually make sense and not on top of each other. This is what it looks like. They are so crammed on top of each other. I've got 2 Brimnesses from IKEA right now for this. I'm gonna have to try to get a Deltorf, whatever the heck it's called, the big design one. That's probably what I'm going to be getting as a new shelving unit for all these. And I do also know there's a third-party seller, but on Etsy, who does proper stands for a lot of these ships, including this one that's falling over, the Prometheus. I'm going to probably get some of those as well, some nice acrylic stands for a lot of these because they look really nice, and I think they would actually make this collection pop just a little bit more. But let me know what you think of the Orville model here, and also your favorite character, the Orville. Let's do that as the algorithm question for this video. But like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.